Louise Chapman is suing her former friend, Stephanie Boyd, for damage to her car's sunroof.
Ms. Chapman, how long have you and Miss Boyd been friends?
I've known Stephanie Boyd for about 15 years, 16 years.
And you have children, is that right?
Yes, I have two kids, one 10 and one is going on 2 years old.
And there came a time when you needed a place to stay.
Yes.
When was that?
This is around, I say, the end of June, around the beginning of July.
Of last year?
Yes, ma'am.
And she invited you to come and stay with her until you got on your feet?
Yes, she did.
And when Miss Boyd invited you into her home in June or July, you weren't paying any rent?
No.
No rent. How long did you stay with her?
I stayed with her up until, I say, around March.
So, let's say 9 months.
Yes.
And during those 9 months, she paid the rent. It was her house?
No, it was not. No, it was another friend of mine's. It was her house. So we were all roommates, and she was paying the rent.
Who was paying the rent?
The other friend, her name was Celia.
You weren't paying any rent?
This was prior to I moved out of my home. When she first ran back into me, I had my own apartment at the time.
I'm talking about in July. Where were you living? With whom?
We were staying with our friend Celia.
The two of you?
Yes.
In July?
Yes.
And did that continue until March?
Yes.
Who paid the rent?
Celia.
You did not pay rent either?
No.
Just for my own information, why would your friend Celia cover the two of you for rent?
My lease was up on my apartment, and so in between homes, I asked her if I could stay with her. She said if push comes to shove, I have a second room. No one's in there. You're more than welcome to come. And at that time, Louise was also with me.
She was with you?
Well, she was, I guess, stayed a night, went back to wherever she was, and then came back, stayed a couple nights, and then she was staying with another friend of hers in North St. Louis at the time as well.
Well, when did you all move in with Celia?
We both moved in. Cece had invited me, and she kind of came.
What month?
This was July, the beginning of July.
Okay. So had you been staying with Miss Boyd before that?
No, I was
not. In her
not.
apartment?
No. I was not staying with her in her apartment. No, I was not.
You still didn't answer my question as to why Celia would...
Because she was my best friend at the time.
Okay, and you came along for the ride?
Yes.
All right, fine. This is what the case is about. It is your claim that Ms. Boyd broke the sunroof on your car. You want her to pay for it?
Yes.
Ms. Boyd says you broke that yourself. Okay, so tell me when she broke the sunroof on your car.
She broke the sunroof on my car around the month of September.
September of last year?
Yes, we had an agreement that as long as, since we were both staying with Celia, as long as I was working, that she would transport my daughter back and forth to daycare as long as she was able to use my car to also get back and forth to, I say, business meetings and also to transport her cookies. She was doing a cookie business that she had.
So the deal was she could use your car to transport your daughter, to take your daughter because you were working.
Yes.
Fine. So this happened in September. Tell me what happened in September.
Okay. She dropped me off at a doctor's appointment, and she dropped my daughter off to daycare, and she went to pick her up. When she came back to pick me up, she tells me, Louise, I dropped the pin inside of the sliding track of your sunroof. And she said, I forgot to get the pin out, and I tried to close your sunroof, and it made a noise. I say, did you get the pin out, though? She said, yes, I got the pin out. So now your sunroof won't close.